let's do lead code. So you're given a string which contains stars. Star, remove the closest non-star vector to its left. Okay, so let's see. So let's take a list for ch in. Yes. If my length of LST is greater than 1 or 0, and also my last element is like, if my current element, if my square is star, then only I will be popping it. So LST dot last element in list Python pop function. Let's see if there is a pop option. Okay, del delete. Okay, my list dot pop. There is a pop function dot pop. Otherwise, what will we be doing? We will be else we will be pushing it into the dot append the character. After everything, we will be just removing and dot join lst. Okay, this is running. Let's see. Yes, let's pick this one. Add here. Let's just run this. Okay, let's submit. Yeah, accepted. Let's do start collision. Okay, we are given an array asteroids of integer representing asteroid in a row. The indices of integer. Okay, in a relative position in a space. Okay, for each asteroid, the absolute value of its represents size. The size represent if the okay. So if the number is negative, so it means it is going in the left direction. Otherwise, it is going in the right direction for the positive. If the number is 0, then what does it mean? Let's see constraint. Okay, it could be okay. Asteroid. Oh, okay, it is already mentioned that asteroid of I is not equal to 0. If to meet the smaller value explode, if both at the same time, both will be exploded. It is very universal that two asteroids moving in the same direction, they will never meet. So in this 5 and 10 are most ending, but in okay, 10 will survive. Okay, in this case nothing will survive, and in this case it's coming out to be okay. So if it is a size of positives, in this case I will be returning the okay. Let's take a list for number n. Let's say here. Okay, so suppose okay, if my length of LST, if it is greater than 0, means I have a number, and let's suppose also okay, if it is a 0, then what I will be doing, I will be straight up pushing it. If my length of LST, if it is 0, then LST dot append whatever my number is. Let's just put this into elif part. Okay, and if it is 0 and my current element is greater than 0, point to be noted, if it is greater than 0, in this case, if it is, so there can only be 4 combination that can be formed, and only 2 will be considered if it is greater than 0, and then the last number LST of -1, if it is great less than 0. Okay, then what will happen? So we are considering a number is positive, not greater than 0, means they both are, they must be coming in opposite direction. If my current number, let's suppose in this case, not in this case, but in this case, size is greater than 0 and my current number that I'm at. Okay, so in this case 3 5. Okay, -8 and 8. -8 will be moving to, okay, then they will be according to, so -8 will be moving to the left and +8 will be moving to the right. The only condition they will be colliding if my, like, if my current number is positive, if my current number is negative and the previous was positive, then we will checking their magnitude. So in this, my current, let's say current number, absolute of the number, if it is greater than, so okay, if it is greater than already, so we'll be finding out the max. If my current number, means whatever number is, if it was greater than the previous ones that we have shown, so we will straight up be, like, we will append, not append but pop, else what will we be doing? We will be doing nothing. So just leave, and if my length is greater than 0, what if they are equal? If current number is equal to LST of, then again we will be doing, so straight up we can say if it is greater than equal to, let, if my current number, if suppose that would be in -9, so we will be popping it and LST dot append my number, and not here. Let's put a different condition for that. If my current number is greater than equal LST of -1, LST dot pop only, and otherwise, like, in otherwise my current number, that number is greater than the previous ones, otherwise we will do nothing. I guess these are all the cases. Yeah, let's take a case. Okay, we can append elif. Here, let's return the LST. Okay, some of the test cases are passing. So what we are doing? Okay, so in this case, let's just do this. And again, every time we are pushing, do we need to push? And do we really need to push? I don't know. Let's try this. Okay, so I'm failing all the test cases because it is pushing again and again. So when I will be pushing, let's take a case. This is one. So straight up, when my length of the LST, if it is greater, if it is, then we will be doing this, and also LF. My if my length of LST was greater than 0 and my LST previous number was negative. Okay, if it is for less than negative and also my current number, but that is it is also negative, then they are both going in the left. So let's just and or my previous number was negative and my current number is positive. These are the cases. And there is one more if they both are negative. Okay, if they both are positive. If they both are positive, LST everything greater than 0 or 1 0, then in this case we will be pushing. Let's see. Let's put in the left part. Okay, so it is giving me -5. So in first case everything is going right. Okay, if my length, okay, so if my length, okay, and so let's just put this here. Let's try running this. One of the conditions should be true. Okay, again we are okay. Let's see. Okay, list of length should be greater than okay, and my previous number should be negative and negative if the both are negative. So in this case, I will be pushing. Let's take a case where both number are positive, -5, -5. If this is giving me error, okay, this case is running right. We can see if like one is going left and the other one is going right. If both are going right, in this case, and my current number is less than 0 and my previous number was greater than 0. So we'll be finding the if it is okay. If my current number, if my current number, if it is greater than previous, so what we'll be doing, we will be open. Okay, okay, LF. If my otherwise, if my let's suppose a case where my 8 comma minus 9, 8 comma minus 9. Else, in the else part, I think we should be appending nums, not nums, but num. Again, output is why? If this is very true, let's see if even this case is running or not. This is not even running. Okay, why this is not running? Length of list should be, and my current number should be less than negative. Previous should be okay. So why is not? Let's try doing this with this. Let's just comment this for a bit. This should be running. Yes, this is running. Why is this not running? Let's put this into else part. Since we have covered all the cases. Okay, again we are encountered with error. Maybe just because my previous number should be greater than you. Only we are pending. My current number. Zero. It should be running at least one time. Not if my previous element, like if it is greater than minus 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 plus plus plus, then why am I getting? Let's try doing ChatGPT. I don't know what I'm missing. Let's see. Let's see, or where I have done this. I think it should be an. Just some of the test cases are passing, but not all of them. Let's see. Okay, let's try copying this. Then we will compare. If let's see if this is running or not first. Let's see. No, this is not running for all the cases. Okay, we have to keep the collision until unless we encountered one. Okay, so this was the question. So why this is not even running? Why the first case is not running? Okay, if my current number is else, we are just appending this condition. Let's exclude this condition. I think now the first case will run, but not those two because we have to use a while condition. So let's put here while length of the list, length of lst is greater than 0. Let's see if this works. Let's see, let's try running this. What are the constraints? And it's power 4. Okay, I think I should have used end condition absolute of my number, while my absolute, no, not absolute, but if my okay, it is giving me error. Not, I shouldn't have used while loop here. in this case, like, okay, so I have to use while until unless a condition that why if they're in same, if they're coming in the same direction, like if my current, that is only one condition, that my current is negative and my previous was negative. This was the condition. So we have to keep do this. Okay, we are failing some of the test cases. Greater than equal to 0. Okay, I don't know why. Let's try. Okay, so then let's see if this condition is even running or not. Okay, it is taking a lot of time in this question. No, this condition is not even running. Even if it is reaching all the way up to here, let's see. Okay, so it is coming here. Okay, my length should be, and my current number should be less than 8. Okay, and my, okay, my previous should be greater than 0. Now it should be running. Okay, if my, if my current number is greater than, so why it is giving me, because I'm, my current, the current number, as soon as we know. What if my number is smaller, like 8 comma minus 7? 8 comma minus 7. Else if we do nothing, we just continue. Let's again try ChatGPT this. I don't know why I'm not getting up to that conclusion. Okay, so we are left with only two. You append inside the while loop. Okay, so it is giving me some. Okay, I should have used continue, I guess. While, okay, so while destroyed false. Okay, so okay, so let's try this. Let's try running this. Okay, so what it has done, let's see. Okay, let's see what it has done. So in this, okay, my both the conditions are equal, so it has used extra variable destroyed. So in this case, previously what we were doing, we were appending things. Instead of appending, we should have, okay, so if my current number, so if my current number, like in this case, let's say -6. If that is greater than this, so what we gotta do? It's poop, pop, and again this pop. As soon as I encounter number, destroy two, and as soon as we gotta break. Okay, that is the thing. Okay, else destroy true break. Let's see. Well, let's see if there is a great answer for that. If my okay, it has only considered the condition where we are doing the main thing, not just like here. Let's dot pop continued. Let me see. Like in this case, my all the cases were running except those two. So in this case, like suppose my previous number was smaller. In this case, my previous number was smaller. So it has done what it has done if my current number is greater than okay. So we just pop it. Now the thing we should have okay. Now it is what it is doing. It is still comparing with the previous one. Now it now if my current critical things are very straight up here. Otherwise, we are this number will eventually be broken instead. Okay, so this is the thing. Let's see how much decode string. What is that? Okay, so 3 AAA. Okay, how number could be so given a string. Okay, so we can start directly see what the question is saying. So we have to repeat that. So in this case, like 3A, 3. I have to repeat this thing 3 times. So this is a game of bracket in this. We can see this is a complete game of brackets. Okay, let's answer string first. So this is our answer string. What if it asked number should be 12? Then in this case, what we can do? So let's just ignore this for a second. Instead, focus on this. Okay. So current number. Let's say my current number is 10. So for num in s, now if my number is greater than 0 or less than or number if my number is less than 9, this cannot be true. What if the number is like 12 or 13? In this case, the code will burst. Okay, let's take this. If my number so in this case, let's say current number. So whatever the number is, let's suppose 1. about we multiply it by 10? So 10, let's say 13, then 133 is the continuous 3. And what I have to do, I have to keep it adding the 10. So let's suppose whatever the number is. So let's say my current number is num into 10 plus whatever the again number is. Okay, so like what I can do instead this, I can put a count, because let's multiply by the count, because in this case let's suppose 13 comes, my count with 10 and 3 will be added up. So this problem is clearly solved. Here I will increment the count to 1. Okay, now problem is solved. Now I leave my num, if it is a opening bracket, if it is a opening bracket, so I needed a stack again for this. So let's say stack stc. So in this case we can just encounter multiple numbers, so I needed to stack. Really? Yes, stack, and that is this stack of numbers. Let's say num, and here again stack of char. Okay. If it is opening, okay, let's just push this into char stc dot append into our whatever the straight up we can say. Okay, else if it is between if it is between 0 and z, so what if, so again we will be appending it into appending it into stc number dot append whatever the number is. Okay, yes, now the things to be considered, you may see 3, there is always, as soon as as soon as I encounter a opening bracket. Okay, so as soon as I encounter I will be setting, okay, so stc number equal to, oh, sorry, not equal to, but append the whatever my current number is. Okay, what am I current? So let's put the count to 0 again. And how about we, okay, so this can also be, let's set the current number to be 0. Let's just not think so much. Now the thing is, as soon as I encounter a closing bracket, so let's suppose as soon as I encounter a closing bracket, okay, now we will be making a like current string, and while my stc dot char, while my size, my length of stc char should be greater than 0 and is not equal to a closing bracket. So what I will do, I will keep append it into a string. I want the string to be added at last. So stc char -1 plus current str. Now stc char dot pop. Now as soon as I encounter this, now let's suppose I encountered this. So what I will be doing, I will be st dot pop. Now I will be extracting the number, top number, let's say top num st dot pop, not st but stc dot num, and here we will be taking in. So while my top number is greater than equal to 1, so we'll just current string, we just keep replicating it, str equal current str plus current str, and we'll eventually be adding it this into. So I forgot to do one thing, -1. Okay, so answer string, after this answer string we'll be adding this. So whatever my current str is, and we'll set the current str to again empty. After all, we'll just return the answer str. Let's see if there's some error in it. Okay, so this is the thing. Yeah, I was also thinking about this. Instead, we can just convert it into int. St is not defined. Okay, so stc dot char. Okay, integer must be okay. So int number. Okay, so I wait as soon as I'm pushing, so I don't need to convert it. Let's just do this. Okay, so it should be -1, and what I'm doing stc underscore num. So let's put a if condition. I mean, like we can put a if condition here, but who cares? So pop from empty list. Okay, what by that? It looks like we are getting TLE here. We might get TLE list out of range. Okay, so leave. Yeah, put some conditions. So if my len of stc okay, if it is greater than 0, then only I can pop. Again, same condition here. If my len of stc tc num extracting and popping. Okay, top number, it should be initialized after this. So let's see what it is saying. Top number, whatever the number is, station. Since I have, so it should not be as the error.